Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. The United States and Iran are nearing a potential agreement to end the war in the Gulf. According to sources involved in mediation efforts, a proposed one-page memorandum comprising 14 points is said to outline a framework to formally end hostilities. The deal could be followed by talks on reopening the Strait of Hormuz, easing US sanctions, and placing limits on Iran's nuclear program. Pakistan continues to play a central role in mediation, with officials expressing optimism about a possible breakthrough soon. US President Donald Trump says the war could come to an end if Iran agrees to the proposed terms. Trump stated that compliance from Tehran could lead to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and the lifting of ongoing military pressure. However, he warned that failure to agree could result in a renewed and more intense phase of military action. Iran says it will only accept what it calls a fair and comprehensive agreement in ongoing negotiations with the United States. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi stated that Tehran remains committed to protecting its legitimate rights and interests during the talks. The remarks come as Washington signals progress in diplomatic efforts to resolve the conflict. US President Donald Trump has announced that Washington and Iran have agreed to temporarily suspend Project Freedom after a request from Pakistan and other countries. In a statement on Truth Social, Trump has said the decision followed an extraordinary military success against Iran and progress toward a broader agreement with Iranian representatives. He has added that while the blockade will remain in place, both sides have mutually agreed to halt Project Freedom. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has thanked US President Donald Trump for announcing a pause in the Strait of Hormuz operation. In a statement, Sharif praised what he called Trump's timely decision, saying it reflects constructive leadership during a sensitive period. He also acknowledged the role of regional partners, including Saudi Arabia, in supporting de-escalation efforts, and reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to dialogue and peaceful resolution. The Ministry of Defense of the United Arab Emirates has claimed that it came under missile and drone attacks for a second consecutive day, raising regional tensions. However, Iran has denied any involvement, with its Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, stating that no such operations had been carried out in recent days. If any action had been taken, we would have announced it firmly and clearly, the IRGC has said in a statement, rejecting the UAE's claims as absolutely denied and devoid of any truth. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has held talks with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Beijing on Wednesday, amid rising tensions with the United States in the Strait of Hormuz.
During the meeting, Araghchi said Tehran highly appreciates and endorses China's four-point proposal for peace and stability in the Middle East. He praised Beijing's stance, saying China stands on the right side of history in its ties with Iran and can play a constructive role in stabilizing the Gulf region.
The visit comes a week before US President Donald Trump is scheduled to travel to Beijing for a summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping on May 14th to 15th.
Turkey has unveiled its first intercontinental-class ballistic missile, the Yildirim Han, with a reported range of 6,000 kilometers and speeds above Mach 20. The project was showcased at a defense expo in Istanbul, alongside new drone and air defense systems. Defense firms Baykar and Aselsan unveiled AI-powered kamikaze drones, expanded steel dome air defense components, and new unmanned sea attack vehicles as Ankara pushes to expand its military capabilities.
Russian drone and missile attacks have killed at least 27 people across Ukraine, just days before a planned unilateral ceasefire by Russia is set to take effect. Ukrainian authorities have reported that Russian glide bombs struck the southeastern region of Zaporizhia on Tuesday, killing at least 12 people after hitting a car repair shop and residential buildings.
3 people, 2 of them seriously ill, were evacuated from the luxury cruise ship MV Hondius after a deadly hantavirus outbreak left 3 passengers dead. Evacuation aircraft were seen on the tarmac in Cape Verde before departing for the Netherlands. The World Health Organization said the patients included a Dutch national, a German, and a Briton, all headed to specialized hospitals in Europe. The ship, carrying nearly 150 people, is now expected to sail to Spain's Canary Islands after Cape Verde refused to let passengers disembark because of the outbreak.
Iran's Football Federation chief, Mehdi Taj, says guarantees are needed before the national team travels to the United States for the upcoming World Cup. He stated that FIFA must ensure respect for Iran's institutions, including the IRGC, during the visit. The remarks follow an incident in which an Iranian delegation was turned back at the Canadian border, citing alleged disrespect by immigration officials. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.